and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to Friday. It is finally Friday and I'm so happy. I'm so relieved. I have made it through the week. The week is not done. Zoom conferences are not done. So in the last vlog, you saw me start the week of Zoom conferences. So I am now at the tail end of that. I have the last handful of conferences today. I'm currently out at the physical therapy clinic, so I've just finished with that appointment, and now I am going to dash to Whole Foods. And yesterday, we'll talk about yesterday later today. Because I've got to give you a writing update. Yeah, I overdid it yesterday massively. So I'm very, very tired. It was a long day of conferences with not really very many proper breaks. I didn't have like a full hour. I started a little bit later at 10:30. I'd been starting at 10 the other days. So I started a little bit later, but then it was basically 10:30 until 6 o'clock. With just 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And then I still wrote. And that's what we'll talk about later. Because I'm breaking my own rules already and I need to stop that. I need to learn how to pace myself. But yeah, so I'm really tired. I've got a headache. I need to eat still. So like we need to get to Whole Foods. I need to get home, get showered and cleaned up and changed and ready. My conferences start at 1:20 today, so it is currently just before 11 o'clock. It's 10:54, so I've got a little over 2 hours to do Whole Foods shopping, get some food, get myself cleaned up, all of that stuff, and then get sat down for conferences for the afternoon. And then it's a short day of conferences as well. I think my last conference is at like 4. So I think I only go for a few hours, less than a few hours today. There's also the opening of my 9K gift because I will hit 9K today. And that is also part of what we need to talk about because I should not be at 9K, this close to 9K. I'm at like 8,988 words or something like that. So I could have hit it last night. So there's no reason why I am essentially 2,000 words ahead of where I should be. There's no good reason. So stay tuned. We'll talk about that. But for now, I need to shut up and I need to get to Whole Foods because I am running out of time and I need to get home and get cleaned up and get fed and caffeinated before my first conference. So the clock is ticking. So let's get going. Okay, it's 4:40 in the afternoon, early evening. Conferences are finally done. I finished conferences. Thank God the AC is just turned off. I can actually hear myself think now. Conference is finished about 40 minutes ago. I was done by about 4 o'clock, I think, like 4:05. And then I had some grading to do because I really wanted to get completely caught up on grading before the end of this week. I just wanted to get everything graded, everything in the grade book caught up so that I wouldn't have to worry about it. My brain is fried. It's absolutely fried. It has been such a long week. So you guys saw me on Monday. You saw me on Monday. I vlogged on Monday. And Monday was the start of conferences. Tuesday was pretty much just as full on as Monday was. Wednesday was a little bit better, a little bit easier. I'd kind of inadvertently planned, because I have standing appointments on Wednesday, I planned my conference schedule around that, but then one of the things got canceled. So I ended up having a much lighter morning, which was really good because it meant that I could go for a walk. Yesterday was really long. Yesterday was rough because Thursdays are rough. It was just a lot and I was very, very tired. And I'm still very, very tired. I've slept better some nights this week than other nights. I'm hoping I can sleep tonight. But then yesterday was made even more exhausting by my writing session. So we'll talk about that in a moment. I need to finish getting everything set up and ready to write for tonight. So like I said, it's 4:45 now. So I'm going to write at about 5. I want to get you caught up on my writing progress this week. But first, I did vlog little snippets. So I'm going to play that footage from the last few days while I get everything set up and ready here. I'm going to close those blinds because they're actually starting to give me a headache. We'll just deal with the lower lighting. I'm going to activate cozy office mode and we will talk about NaNoWriMo so far, or Camp NaNo so far. We are getting to that point where I need to put the sun blockers up in this window, I think. Part of me kind of is trying to wait until May before we completely block out the sun. It's usually when it gets to be around 100 degrees outside, which we're not there yet. We're inching closer, but we're not to the triple digits yet. But it's usually when it's getting into the triple digits that I start blocking out the sun in this window completely, both because it just gives me a headache, but also because it makes my air conditioning run more frequently, which increases my electric bills. So the AC is on. It's off at the moment, but I have had to turn it back on today. It's currently 80 degrees outside, so it did get a little bit warm. It was beautiful this morning while I was out running my errands. But yeah, anyway, so writing. Yesterday, I was naughty. I was. Some people would look at the word count from yesterday and think, wow, Andrea, you did amazing. No, no, no. No, 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 no. We are not praising problematic behavior. What was the thing I said at the very beginning of this month? We are engaging in sustainable writing practices this month. We are being mindful about not overdoing it this month. I'm not saying I'm never going to have another 2K month, another 2K day this month. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll have a few 2K days. I really think that last weekend of Camp NaNo, because I will be done with teaching by the, well, I'll be done with being in the classroom as of the 27th. And so I will give myself kind of the 29th and the 30th, the last weekend of Camp NaNo, to just completely relax before I've got to finish up all the final grading. So I was already thinking of like trying for like a 5K day. So I'm not saying that it's the word count alone that was problematic about yesterday. It was the conditions under which that happened. Last night was not a night to try for 2K. The words, in my defense, in my defense, like looking back, I know what I was, no, it's not what I was thinking at the moment, because I wasn't thinking in the moment. That was the problem. But in my defense, the words were coming. They were coming really easily, and I had been looking forward to writing that scene. What's frustrating is looking back, I don't even think I really enjoyed writing last night. Like, I was just so tired. But I managed to hit 2,071 words in not that long, like in about an hour. I'd put on one of my favorite read with me videos, Morgan Long's Autumnal Read With Me, and I'm probably gonna put the same one on. Well, maybe I should put on a different one tonight. I don't want a repeat of last night. Although even today would be better because I'm starting earlier. So the problem was, it was 6 o'clock because I'd been doing conferences until 6 o'clock. So it had been a really long day of conferences. It was late. It was already dinner time. Like 6 is when I usually try to be eating dinner. So I should not be starting a writing session at 6. And I thought, I'll write for 30 minutes. I'll just get my 1,000 words and then I'll stop. I'd already kind of posted an update on Instagram earlier that day saying I was only going to write around 1,000 words. I lied. I put up a whole Instagram story about this, and then I've put it on my main feed on my author Instagram this afternoon. So if you want to go see what's prompted this discussion, you can find that there. So yeah, I was only going to write 1,000 words, and I was happy with that. And then I just got writing and the words were coming and I just kept going. It would have been perfectly fine for me to stop at 1,000 because it would have been so easy to pick back up. And part of me wishes I had done that because I do think I would have enjoyed it more writing that scene today when I'm not so tired. So it wasn't that I wrote 2K, and it wasn't that I wrote 2K in 1 hour. Those aren't the things that bother me about last night. What bothers me is that I was tired, I was thirsty, I needed to go to the bathroom. I was ignoring every signal my body was sending me to stop, and I was just on autopilot. That's not a good situation to be writing in. Like, you shouldn't write on autopilot. You should actually enjoy it. And I don't think I was too tired to enjoy it last night. So yeah, so I'm a bit frustrated with myself. So like, I'm looking at my Scrivener targets and stuff now, and my daily target is now down to 1,001 words per day. So my goal to meet 100K by June 30th now pretty much matches my goal to meet 30K by April 30th. My Scrivener goal and my Nano goal are pretty much now aligned. NaNoWriMo is now telling me I only need 876 words a day now to get to 30K by the end of the month. So I'm up to 8,988 words. So that's what? 12 words away from my 9K reward. So I do have the little bag sitting behind me. We will open that later. I want to do my writing first. But I am ahead. I am almost to where I should be by Sunday. You know, yesterday was fine. I've made progress. I've made really good progress. I'm very happy with where I'm at, but I definitely need to start like just easing up off the gas pedal a little bit. I still want to try to do 1,000 words today because I do think I've got 1,000 words in me today. If I don't, if I end up slowing down, I'll stop. What I was thinking was still because I'm almost where I would need to be by end of day on Sunday. I know that tomorrow is going to be really busy because I've got to pack stuff up over here, drive to my parents' house. I wanted to download TurboTax and have my mom help me start figuring out my taxes. We need to do some more cleaning out in the garage, and I think there might be some Easter baking that she might still be doing. So Saturday is just going to be, it's going to be busy tomorrow. So I don't know how much I'm going to get written on Saturday. And then Sunday is Easter. And so I don't think I'll be doing any garage clearing out on Sunday. I might still be doing some tax work on TurboTax. And I know I've got to edit a vlog. I'll have to edit this vlog as what I'm filming today will need to be edited sometime between tomorrow and Sunday to go up on Monday. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have on Sunday to write. So I was thinking get to like, if I could get to, we're almost to 9,000. So if I could get to 10,000 by the end of today, then I would still be 1,000 words ahead by Monday, even if, or I'd still be on track for where I'm supposed to be by end of day on Monday, even if I don't do any writing on Saturday or Sunday. I think I'm still going to try to do like at least 200 words on Saturday and Sunday, just so that I'm staying in the habit of writing every day, but I'm not going to try for 1,000 words each day. I've just learned from in the past, I don't get that much writing done when I'm over at my parents' house. I'm just too busy snuggling with the dogs and hanging out with my family and stuff like that. So especially when it's a holiday weekend and not just a random visit. But I think I can do some writing on Monday. So I think I'd be able to still maintain about 1,000 word lead, even if I really don't write much over the weekend, if I can get up to like 10,000 words by today. So that'll be just a little over 1,000 that I need, be 1,012. So we'll try to get to 10K for Camp NaNo so far today. I know it sounds counterintuitive to a lot of you, but I'm not happy that I'm this far ahead this early in the game. I wouldn't have minded finishing a few thousand words over 30K if it was because of small incremental gains and surpluses along the way. It actually makes me a bit uncomfortable that I'm this far ahead, because the only reason I'm this far ahead this early in the month is because I'm not writing sustainably. It's because of nights like last night where I'm just doing way too much. And I just think I don't want this whole draft to go, the first draft of this book, because the first draft is like, writing that first draft is like my favorite part of the process. I don't want this first draft to go by in a complete blur because I'm writing just for the sake of racking up words. That's not how I want to write. So we're gonna slow things down tonight. We're just gonna do a bare minimum goal. I might turn on one of the 30-minute village walking videos. I just think part of my problem was I was also enjoying the video that I was writing to yesterday. And so it just felt like, well, I haven't been working for an hour yet. I can keep going, but like it was 7 o'clock by the time I finished, and I was really tired and I didn't have time to put together a proper dinner, and it wasn't a good situation. So I said this in the Instagram post, you know, when you're looking at people's writing vlogs and stuff, or their writing content on YouTube or Instagram, you know, hitting big word counts can look really good online, but often what you're not seeing behind the scenes is some potentially unsustainable writing practices going on. And I don't want to be talking about writing sustainably and being mindful about my writing in the vlogs, and then on a day I'm not vlogging, break all those rules and then still feel like, you know, I'm sharing my journey this month. So you're gonna see I wrote 2,000 words on Thursday. Like, it's not gonna add up. Like, if I was someone watching this, I'd be questioning, like, how did she end up doing 2,000 words? And isn't she doing Zoom conferences all week? Like, I don't know, maybe you guys aren't following along that closely. Maybe it's not that big of, maybe it's not something you guys would have noticed, but I'm noticing, and I'm calling myself out before anyone else can call me out, because yeah, it's not good. So, lesson learned. We're gonna learn some lessons from this. I'm gonna ease up just a little bit, and we're not gonna keep, you know, going wild with writing a ton. But like, so far, I've only had one day so far this month where I've only done right around 1,000 words. I did 1,500 plus, 1,200 plus, 1,600 plus, 1,014, and then 1,400, and then 2,071. So like, I've been writing above my goal for most days this month. So it's time to have a few days where I'm at my goal or below. So that's what we're gonna do over the next few days. And yeah, it's, having high word count days is fine when you are mentally and physically capable of it, and when you're not putting yourself in a burnout situation, and when you're being strategic about it. So like, to plan ahead and say, on this particular weekend, I want to try to have a 5K day or a 5K weekend or something. That's one thing, because I can arrange everything else in my life to be able to accommodate being in a place to accomplish that goal sustainably without burning myself out. But to just write and then do too much because I'm not paying attention, that's not what we're about here at this channel. So I am going to start writing. I'm gonna light my candle, start writing, all of that good stuff. 1,000 words. We're gonna do 1,000 words, slightly over. We're gonna get to 10K, so 1,012. 1,012 words. That's exactly what we're aiming for. Done writing for the day. I can come out of composition mode on Scrivener. So I did a little bit more than 1,012. I did 1,028. I let myself finish the sentence I was working on. But we are now up to 10,016 words for Camp NaNoWriMo. For the project, I am now up to 15,870 words. So that's exciting. I won't lie. Like, again, I'm not entirely happy about how much I wrote yesterday that got me to this point. I'm sure some of you are going to think I'm making a bigger deal out of it than I should, but It really is an issue. Like, this is an issue for me, and I've been noticing it. This is something that happens with things like NaNoWriMo, and like I feel like I noticed it more in November than I had in the previous camps last July and April, because I think last April my goal was pretty low, and then July I was working, or I wasn't working full-time. So I still think July, you know, it'll be different. I'll probably have a lot of days where I go over my goal, and that won't be a problem in July. But for April, I probably should have set a lower goal. I probably should have set a goal of like 15,000 words, 500 words a day, because I just think even 1,000 words, it's too easy to then cross that line and do even more. But today felt good. I did get distracted after I stopped vlogging. I had to call my mom really quick and talk to her for a few minutes. So I think I got writing by about 5:15, and it's 6:19 now, but I've been done for probably about 15 minutes already. Time is going by fast. Yeah, I've just been a little bit distracted, but it's time for me to step away from the desk once I'm done talking to you all and go get some dinner and go sit and relax and watch something tonight. I don't know what though. So yeah, I need to figure out something to watch. So I'll figure that out while dinner heats up. I got a flatbread pizza from Whole Foods. That's where I was shopping today. Whole Foods, I don't know if I said this earlier, Whole Foods was a zoo. It was so busy, and I was telling my mom about it, and she was like, oh, I completely forgot. It's Good Friday today. And I'm like, I know that's a holiday, but like, I don't have it off. And I know a lot of other people don't have it off, so like, it doesn't feel like Good Friday is why it was so busy, but I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe there's a lot of people doing their last minute Easter weekend food shopping, but it's the busiest I've seen it since Christmas. Truly, it was just an absolute nightmare, and I was almost late getting home. Anyway, we'll stop talking about Whole Foods. I got dinner at Whole Foods. That's what I was going to say. So I do have dinner. I just need to heat it up. So while that's heating, I'll figure out something to watch. But we are at 10,000 now for Camp NaNo, which means I have crossed the 9,000 word mark, which means I get to open my 9,000 word reward. So my 9,000 word reward is not from Ted Baker. My rewards for Nano are not that premium. I wish. So it's not a Ted Baker item. I wasn't supposed to be opening these until Sunday, but we got there early, so we'll open them now. So everything, all the rewards are from Amazon. They're all different brands, but I ordered them all from Amazon. So this little box has 4. I saw these and I couldn't resist. I'm a child of the 80s, so I actually know what these are, and I loved them. So these are coasters. But how old are you? Do you actually know what these are, other than coasters, but what this image is? So back in ye olden times, library books had cards that looked very similar to these and had the date stamped in them, so you knew when your book was due and when you returned it by, and I just thought these were really cute. I love old-fashioned library stuff. I love the old library cards. I love the old card catalogs. It is a dream of mine one day to own an antique card catalog. I want one, and not like a replication, not like a recreation type thing. I want an original one. So I thought these would be really nice for here at my desk. I do have some coasters here at my desk. I've got this really cute, very pretty set that I got from Papyrus a while back. They all say different things, but they're all this like white leatherette type material with gold embossing in different sayings. So I like those, but I thought the library card ones would be really good for here at my desk where I work. I always have, you know, a Starbucks tumbler with water, and then these actually feel really nice too. They feel really nice. These are what they look like. They're cork on the back, and then this is the image. So they're all the same. They have different dates, but there's a 1980, November 24th, 1980 in here. Then there's some dates in the 70s, some dates in the 60s, which I just thought was really, really fun. There's a November 3rd, 1980. I love how they're all kind of stamped on top of each other, because that definitely happened. But yeah, I just thought those were super, super cute. It would be really nice here at my desk for while I'm working, because yeah, I always have a Starbucks tumbler with my water, and then I'll have like a coffee mug, and then in the morning when I'm working, I might have like a glass of juice. So I can have sometimes at least 2, if not 3 glasses or cups of something here at my desk. So I figured having some more coasters would not be a bad idea. Those are my new coasters for my desk. So thought those were really cute. They were honestly the thing that kicked off the whole idea of doing all the rewards. I saw those and I was like, oh, I kind of want those. And then I thought, well, they could be, I mean, they're bookish themed. They'd make a great NaNoWriMo gift, or Camp NaNo gift / reward. And then it's like, well, maybe I should get a few other things. So yeah, I need to look and see what the 16,000 word rewards are, and then stick those things in here and put the bag back. So I will do that after I'm done talking to you guys. But yeah, writing went well. I'm definitely tired. I am definitely tired. We are at a whole other level of exhaustion. So for now, I'm going to unplug. I'm going to turn that off. We're going to disconnect from the external monitor. We're going to close up the laptop. The laptop is closed. You can see the laptop is closed. I'm gonna go get dinner heating up and go get to resting. Okay, I really have to go to bed. Like, sometimes this is the problem with living by yourself. You have no one here to tell you, go to sleep. You have no one here to kind of just say, hey, it's been a really long week and you're already really tired and your brain is not capable of making rational, sensible, adult decisions. So go to sleep. There's no one here to do that for me. So I've just been sitting here watching Love is Blind all night long. So I need to go to sleep. It has been such a long week. I've done conferences before. I've done conference weeks before, but never with this many students. I'm always usually teaching at least one online class each semester, and I don't do conferences with my online students. I could, but I don't. It just feels like they don't need it in the same way. I make myself available to my online students all week, every week. Like, anytime they want to meet with me on Zoom, they're welcome to, and I reiterate that a lot. So it's just a different dynamic. So I don't do conferences with my online students. This is the first semester ever since I've teaching a 5-5 load that I haven't had at least one online class. I've never taught, or maybe I did. I think there was one semester, and I must have just not done conferences. I think that was that the first semester I taught full-time? Anyway, I can't remember. I don't usually do conferences with 5 sections of classes, and certainly not with 5 different sections. So I'm teaching 2 of one class and 3 of another class. And it was just a lot bouncing back and forth between the different students and the different projects they're working on, and it's just been a long week. I'm not gonna drag that out. We've established this already in the vlog. So I'm just so glad that I've survived the week, and it's now Friday. This week is done. There's only 3 weeks left to the semester, and they're gonna go by super fast because really it's just 2 normal weeks and then it's the last week. So it's gonna go by really, really fast. So yeah, it's fine. My brain is just, I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. My brain literally cannot hold a thought for longer than 2 seconds. And so I keep pausing really awkwardly. So that's what all these jump cuts are, because I'm not coherent. So we're gonna end this vlog. Tomorrow is the day before Easter. I'm vlogging tomorrow and Sunday separately. So you'll get 2 vlogs at the house with my family. By the time you're watching all of these, I'll be back home, and Easter weekend will be just a memory, and I'll be back to work. But for the next couple days, for me, it'll be really, really nice. I'll be with my family. We'll have a nice holiday together, and there'll be lots of cooking and baking and food, and probably some more memories that we dig out of the garage, and, you know, time with the dogs and time with mom. So I know those are all things that a lot of you really enjoy. So you've got 2 fun family focus weekend vlogs coming up. I don't think I will do that much writing, but I will obviously update you over the next couple of vlogs of any writing progress that I make. But I really do think the trade-off or the bonus of just how much I wrote yesterday and how much that burned me out yesterday has to be at least 2 days where I don't write that much. So that will be the next couple days. So I think it'll all average out in the end. But yeah, come back to the next couple vlogs for all of that. It should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna finally wear the new sundress that I got at Arula a few weeks back, so I'm excited about that. I just finished altering the sleeves on it this evening. I still don't know how I managed to do that, but I did, so that's great. But yeah, I'm now gonna go to bed. I'm going to go take off what little makeup I managed to put on today and get changed into my pajamas. Do a tiny bit of reading. Tiny bit of reading. I finished reading Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean and loved it so much. I went straight into book 2, which is called Tokyo Dreaming, and I'm loving that one as well. So yeah, but another book has already popped up on my holds list as being available, so I need to get this one finished this weekend, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna do a tiny bit of reading and then go to sleep. I do not have a question today because I can't even speak straight, let alone think of an interesting question. So for those of you lovely people who have made it through my incoherent ramblings and didn't click off and have made it to this part of the vlog, leave me some teaching related emojis in honor of me celebrating possibly the hardest week I've had as a teacher this semester. I'm done. I still have 3 weeks, but I'm done with teaching. I'm over this semester so bad. It was so much fun. It was great to see my students, but I am done. And I need summer break so bad. I need 3 months to not think about teaching. So yeah, so leave me some teaching related emojis. I probably have mascara all under my eyes and I don't even care because I'm going to bed. So I'm gonna do that. Give this vlog a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We can tell which part of this vlog I do have memorized, actually. All the whole YouTube-y bits here at the end. So do all those YouTube-y things if you are so inclined. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe for more of my incoherent ramblings, I suppose. I wish I could say this isn't normal, but I'd be lying. So yeah, do all that stuff if you want. Leave me some teaching related emojis. I'm gonna go to sleep now, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye.